All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. Today, we're booting up our futuristic HUD to explore what is honestly a monumental shift in science. We're looking at how artificial intelligence is transitioning from this broad global tech buzzword into a deeply personal lifesaver. We are talking about the dawn of truly personalized medicine, and it's all being driven by a massive breakthrough called AlphaFold 3.
And honestly, I love this quote because it hits the nail on the head regarding AI's actual role right now. It is so easy to get completely swept up in the existential anxiety or the sci-fi narratives, right? But empirical assessments frame AI a bit differently. It's the daily forklift. Just like a physical forklift saves us from breaking our backs moving heavy pallets, AI is here to do the heavy lifting of routine cognitive tasks. It's not here to replace human doctors or scientists at all. It's here to scale our human capabilities so we can focus on higher order complexities, like tailoring very specific cures to individual patients. So here is our system boot sequence for today. We're going to quickly cover the cognitive forklift, solving the protein puzzle, and how AlphaFold 3 actually works under the hood, before diving into personalized medicine and the future of human biology.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the cognitive forklift, and how we are augmenting human capability.
Moving right along into Section 2, solving the protein puzzle at the macromolecular scale.
You know, for decades, we were stuck relying on these agonizingly slow physical experiments, like X-ray crystallography, which could literally take months or even years just to figure out the shape of a single protein. But tracking this rapid evolution, we can see the sheer speed of this revolution from Google DeepMind. Back in 2018, AlphaFold 1 proved that deep learning could predict basic inter-residue distances. Fast forward just 2 years to 2020, and AlphaFold 2 basically solves the single-chain protein folding problem with near-experimental accuracy. And now, the 2024 release of AlphaFold 3 has just blown this wide open. It is no longer just single proteins. It's predicting super complex macromolecular assemblies, showing us exactly how proteins interact with DNA, RNA, and ligands.
And the scale of this breakthrough is just staggering. Seriously, look at the baseline pre-AlphaFold. We had 5,027 unsolved human proteins. These were massive, glaring blind spots in how we understand our own bodies. Post-AlphaFold, there are literally only 29 unsolved human proteins left. To put that in perspective, we went from having a galaxy of molecular blind spots to essentially having the entire map of human biology solved overnight.
What this really means is that AI has aggressively shrunk what we call the dark proteome, that residual, frustratingly unknown chunk of our biology. It dropped that unknown territory from 26% down to just 10%, while pushing our overall structural coverage of the human proteome up to a massive 76%.
Which brings us to Section 3. Let's pop the hood and see how AlphaFold 3 actually works, looking at its AI architecture.
Okay, so this precise computational architecture is the real secret sauce making these near-instant predictions possible. The pairformer basically acts like an atomic matchmaker, specializing in modeling these pairwise interactions between amino acid residues. But the real magic happens when it combines this with a diffusion-based generative model. This combo allows the AI to directly compute the exact pinpoint atomic coordinates of complex interactions across DNA, RNA, proteins, and even small molecules. And it generates these predictions in minutes, not months, minutes.
And the best part is, DeepMind didn't just lock this tech away in a corporate vault. By creating the open-access AlphaFold database, we've witnessed this profound democratization of science. We're talking over 200 million map protein structures, completely free and available. By 2024, this database was already supporting 500,000 global research projects. So now, scientists in developing nations have the exact same structural tools as those in top-tier, incredibly well-funded labs. It's an absolute game changer.
So, what does that global access actually achieve in the real world? Well, a massive 70% reduction. That number represents the drop in chemical screening time required to find new therapeutic targets, specifically for cancer, which was noted in recent research. This completely grounds all these futuristic HUD concepts in real-world, life-saving impact. We are accelerating structure-based drug discovery at a pace we've literally never seen before.
Now let's get personal in Section 4, personalized medicine and targeting your unique biology. Imagine looking through a clinical, futuristic display pulling up your exact biological makeup. We are shifting from a global database of human biology right down to targeting your individual body. Think about this workflow. Step 1, we perform a 3D scan of the patient.
Step 2, that clinical scan actually evolves into a highly specific molecular map using AlphaFold 3, modeling your unique protein interactions. And then, Step 3, scientists can design drugs and therapies tailored to your exact biological and genetic code.
Because here's the thing, you can think of proteins like locks and drugs as the keys. A drug that fits perfectly into one person's protein structure might completely fail to fit another person's molecular variation. It's just a mismatch. So by truly understanding individual molecular variations through AI, we finally get to transition away from generalized trial-and-error medicine and step into an era of truly tailored, hyper-personalized therapies.
And finally, Section 5, the future of human biology, looking at the challenges and safeguards ahead. Now, despite all these incredible leaps, the path to fully engineering human biology definitely isn't a straight line. We've got some serious safeguards we need to navigate. First off, running these models requires massive computational resources and power. Second, we still desperately need experimental data validation because sometimes the AI hallucinates structures that don't actually exist in reality. Third, if you look at mechanistic interpretability studies like AlphaInterp, they show the AI relies heavily on evolutionary context. If a structure lacks phylogenetic diversity, meaning it doesn't have a broad evolutionary family tree for the AI to study, the model struggles. And lastly, we have to talk about biosecurity risks. The exact same tool used to design life-saving drugs could theoretically be misused to design harmful biomolecules.
So, as our system powers down for this explainer, I want to leave you with a lingering thought. We now have the ultimate cognitive forklift. We actually possess the AI architecture to map our molecular destiny, to cure diseases at the atomic level, and to personalize medicine for every human on Earth. But when you look at those challenges ahead, are we truly ready to engineer our own biology?